Welcome back to the channel, everyone. What I'm going to talk about today on full frames is the initial setup and measuring. Now you have to assess the damage before you can do too much. So for this video, we're going to talk about this frame being impacted on the left front, either on the rail, on the wheel. So what you have to realize on these full frames, and I've mentioned this before, you won't just affect this area where it's been hit. It's going to transfer all the way to the back, and it's going to change everything the way this frame is laid out and the way you have to measure it. So what it's going to do, it's going to put diamond in the frame. This rail is going to measure back to the rear. This rail will actually be to the front, so it just shifts everything. It's not going to just bend these rails over some. It's going to continue that damage right underneath the cowl area. So it's going to be pushed over that way in relation to the rest of the frame. Now, everyone, and I guarantee you that's the way it's going to do. It's not going to just put a little bit of damage here. It's going to affect all of this, and you have to understand that the way you measure, to be able to measure the frame correctly, to be able to pull it correctly. So if you're under there with a tape measure or a tram gauge, center line gauges, or your measuring system, no matter what you're using, you have to start all the way at the back of the vehicle and measure and work all the way forward. If you were to take a tram gauge and measure just cross dimension this way and this way, and you might think, well, it's right on the money, or it's 2 millimeters off, it's close enough. You're not going to get a true measurement because you have diamond in there. Those frame rails aren't they're not squared up to begin with, so it's going to affect what you're measuring. Even you take a tape measure, you go point to point, and you think, well, that's pretty close. All I got to do is, I'm not going to mess with anything there. I'm just going to bend these rails over. It may look good at the time, it may make sense to you. That's all the damage you got. Until you go to put your front end on and you realize that you have to shift your core support all the way to one side, you're out of adjustment, then you've got to try and shift your fenders over, and it just compounds the situation. So you have to come all the way to the back and measure the rear of the vehicle, and then in relation to that, this has to line up. And that's tough to do with a tram gauge or center line gauges. And we've done it for years. I mean, you got by, everybody did them like that before you had the measuring systems. But knowing what I know now and all the years and years I've got in doing these frames, you wonder, you think back, just how close were you with a tram gauge and center line gauges? And there's usually, there used to be a lot of adjustment on the front end alignments, and I've heard bodymen say that years ago, well, the front end alignment guy, he'll take care of it. The frame can be out, but he'll get, because you got all kinds of shims you can put into place, take out. But today, a lot of these cars, you don't have a whole lot of adjustment. You've got some eccentrics, you don't have shims anymore. So it has to be a lot closer than what we were allowed years ago. So in turn, the frame has to be a lot closer. And if you don't have access to a 3D measuring system and you're using centerline gauges, it can still be done, but you can't just hang a gauge under this area, under this area, and under this area and use that and line up your pins, because you're going to get a false reading. You have to go all the way to the back, and the more gauges you can put in here, the better. You get them under the suspension, under the front, all the way down. And that'll show you that this frame will actually have a slight curve to the whole thing, not just these front rails bent over. So that all, you have to understand how these frames will bend before you can straighten them. Now, if you're using a 3D measuring system, what you need to do with these is come all the way to the back, and you're gonna measure this section first. And you're gonna pick up, usually it's the spring mounts here in the front, and you're gonna come somewhere in the back. Now, like I said, you've got diamond in that frame. That'll tell you how much diamond is in there, but it's not going to affect your center line right yet. You measure these up, there's your control points, there's your second points. You come up here and you pick up these points underneath the cowl, And if this got driven back that way, it's going to show that, say, maybe you've only got +3 here and -3 here. It's going to show that that front end underneath the cowl is pushed over away from center line. So this has to be straightened out before you can continue up to the front. And at the same time, I'm going to show you how to get diamond out of that. That'll be the next step once you repair this, to get the diamond out. That way when you do measure up in the front, you have a true reading. Now, the first thing you need to do before you start doing any pulling on this, and this is where a lot of guys will kind of balk at that, and they'll say, I don't want to go through all that headache. If the core support is still on the vehicle, it has to be loosened. All the cab bolts have to be loosened, and all the bed bolts have to be loosened. Usually, I would take one side of the bed bolts out and leave the other side loose. And I know it's a pain if you've got a Ford pickup you're working on, and those bed bolts are a one-time use only, the bolts and the nuts. And on top of that, they've got rhino lining in the bed. You've got to cut that out. You've got to remove those bolts. So a lot of guys don't want to do it, but you have to have all these components loosened to get that frame to go back. And if you haven't seen it, I got a video out there. It's called Loosen the Cradle. If I remember, I'll put it up in the top here. But I show a demonstration on how, I was on a unibody car, how you have to loosen that cradle up to get your front rails to come back. And it's the same principle on a truck frame. You can't straighten this frame with that bed holding it in place, the cab holding it in place. Those things have to be loose. So that's the next thing you're going to do once you assess the damage. Get all that stuff loose so it'll float. And then the next video I'm going to cover how to set this up and how to pull it, because here's what's confusing. If this part is over here, and most guys, if you're using frame clamps on a rack or your chains, you're usually anchoring right here. Well, how do you pull this over if that's your anchor point? So I'm going to address that issue. But this is what this video, what I want to just get across is you have to understand what the damage did to the vehicle, how to repair it, and how you're measuring, the way you set up and start is going to affect everything you do from there. But the main thing, like I said, once you assess the damage, do your initial measuring, you have to loosen up all these components, and then we'll go from there. So I hope this was somewhat helpful. Thanks for watching.